Namaste everyone. Welcome to another episode of Shruchi Kitchen. In this episode, we will see how to prepare pressure cooked mutton curry. This is an exquisite goat curry made with an array of different spices and herbs. Meat itself is extremely tender and succulent. It goes very well with rice, rotis, chapatis, idlis or dosas. Make your weekend special by preparing this recipe. Let's look into the ingredients to make mutton curry. Let's get started. Let's look into the ingredients to make mutton curry. 1 kilogram of mutton of different meat cuts. First step is to make the masala. To prepare masala, you need 2 large onions or 4 cups of onions that are diced. Ginger garlic, 1 whole pod of garlic peeled and diced, and 1-inch piece of ginger diced, and about 10 whole red chilies. Also, you need to dry roast these ingredients: 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, small piece of cinnamon, about 6 to 7 cloves, and 5 cardamom. Half cup of coconut powder or freshly grated coconut for grinding the masala. Oil as needed. Dry spices include 2 teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, curry leaves. I don't have fresh curry leaves, so I'm using dried curry leaves. Take about 10 to 12 fresh curry leaves. Half a teaspoon of kasturi methi and salt per taste. Also take about 1 cup of thick yogurt. So you need 2 tomatoes. Let's get started. Dry roast all the dry spices. It takes about a minute or so to dry roast these ingredients. Roast just enough so that they turn lightly brown and then set aside. These dry spices have turned lightly brown. We will now transfer it to another dish and allow it to cool. After it cools, we will grind it along with the fried masala. First, next heat 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Then add ginger and garlic. Saute for a minute so that the garlic is slightly brown. Both ginger and garlic is slightly brown. And make sure that you're frying these ingredients on low heat. They're about to caramelize, so I will add diced onions. Saute these onions until they are wilted. Onions have wilted. I will turn off the flame and allow it to cool, and then make a smooth paste of this fried masala along with roasted whole spices and coconut. Add sufficient water, about 1 to 1.5 cups of water, to grind them into smooth paste. When you're grinding them, make sure that the masala has to be extremely smooth and velvety. So add sufficient water preferably lukewarm water. I will grind the masala and show you how it looks. In the same pressure cooker, add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. Add mutton. I will now add turmeric powder. Add turmeric powder first. And mix well. Just mix it well and then fry it for at least 5 minutes, and then we'll add remaining ingredients. Mutton has been frying for at least 5 minutes now. As you can see, the color has changed outside and it has started to release moisture. At this stage, we will add other ingredients. First, yogurt goes first. Adding yogurt tenderizes the meat and mutton will be extremely soft, and you can see that meat will actually fall off from bone. Then goes all the dry spices, coriander powder, curry leaves. Because this is dried curry leaves, I'm adding it now. If you're using fresh curry leaves, then it goes first when you add oil. Also add kasturi methi. This is just an optional ingredient. And mix well. Let this cook for at least 5 more minutes, and then we will add salt and ground masala. It's been almost 5 minutes now. I will now add salt. Mix well. You can also use ghee in place of oil. I prefer not to use ghee. So if you like ghee, go ahead with that. We will now add the masala, and the masala is being ground extremely smooth. It is velvety, and I've used about 1.5 cups of water to grind masala, and this goes next. Add another cup of water to scrape out remaining ingredients in the mixie jar. I've taken about approximately 1.5 to 2 cups of water. And mix well. Make sure that salt is per taste. Pressure cook for at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes on low heat. Don't cook on high heat, otherwise meat will become extremely rubbery. So always cook on low heat. As mutton curry begins to boil, I also prepared keema. I'm rolling them into balls and dropping them into this curry. In another video, I will show you how to make keema curry. If you need more gravy, add at least 1 cup of water. Add 1 cup of water and mix well. Now I'm going to pressure cook for 20 to 25 minutes. Mutton has been pressure cooked for 25 minutes. Let's open the lid and see how the curry looks. As I open the lid, you can see a gush of steam blocking my camera. Meatballs look stunning and they're floating on top. Mutton is cooked to tender and meat just falls off from the bone. It's time to add tomatoes. Before I could add tomatoes, we already ate half because it was tasting so delicious. Either you can puree the tomato or add chunks of tomato. It adds mild sweetness to this curry. Since I had some curry left, so I'm adding tomatoes now. I'm just adding 1 tomato with curry that is left. Bring it to boil for 2 to 3 minutes, and there's no need to cook tomatoes all the way through. It is added just to add mild sweetness to this recipe. Mutton curry is ready to be served. I have made maida chapatis to complement this mutton curry. You can also serve this curry with any kind of Indian breads as well as rice such as biryani, pulao or ghee rice. As I dip into this curry, you can see mutton is cooked perfectly. It looks succulent and the curry itself looks extremely creamy. I hope you like this episode on Shruchi Kitchen. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to Shruchi Kitchen. Also, like this video, share this video and do leave a feedback in comment section. I also have a Facebook page called as Shruchi Kitchen. Please do like my Facebook page. The recipe description as well as the link to my Facebook page is available in the description below. Stay tuned to Shruchi Kitchen for more recipes. Thank you. Bye-bye.